Hi there guys, this is Neck Knife Reviews. I'm going to be rating neck knives, various neck knives, based on a 4-point system that I've come up with. These are points that I believe are important when it comes to neck knives. Whilst there are a lot of things to consider when reviewing knives and choosing a knife, when it comes to neck knives, I believe these 4 points stand out. And so today I'm going to be reviewing a knife by a company called Kizlyar Supreme, and it is their neck knife, and they've got a few variants of this. This one's called the Amigo. In fact, the whole series is called Amigo, but they've got a few variants, and as far as I can recall, they have 2 different materials, blade materials. Alright, so shall we get started? First thing I'd like to have a look at is the materials used. Now, in the case of this particular knife, let's start with the blade, the steel. The steel is made of D2, which will be familiar to you. It's also known as tool steel. It's a very, very hard steel, keeps a good edge. Tough, I've used it for various things. So I treat my knives with respect. I try to keep them clean, sharp, well oiled, etc., etc. It's a very good steel. The thickness of the steel is around 4 millimeters here on the back. It's a full tank construction, which for me is a deal breaker. I want a full tank construction. The handle is made of micarta scales. I'm not very familiar with at a chemical level and practical level what micarta really is, but this is very, very comfortable, exceptionally comfortable, and the workmanship is absolutely superb. I mean, if I run my finger across it like this, it's completely seamless. It's brilliant. Also from a design point of view, the knife has got jumping over here and also over here. It gives you a very good fit here. It also gives you a very good fit there. It also has jumping on the back end should you want to use the knife like this. The other part of the material that's very, very important as far as I'm concerned is this, the sheath part, because this is going to be hanging around your neck, so you want to know that the fit is secure, and this fit is secure enough. I've been wearing this knife for around a year. I've had no issues. It also comes with other attachments. I'm not going to get into all that now. The main focus for me is the standard knife as it comes out. Now this knife simply clips in here. It's got a little mechanism. I can't really tell exactly how it works, but it clips in securely and it hangs very nicely. And to release it, you can simply pull quite hard, or, which is preferable, there's some jumping over here. Just release it like that. Comes straight off. Okay, so happy with the sheath. In terms of the cord that you use for around your neck, I don't think it's particularly important. I just use whatever I prefer, and in this case it's just a nylon string. Okay, moving on. I've come up with this 4-point system to rate knives, and the first one is materials. So we've already had a look at the materials used in this case. The next one for me is size. Obviously, when it's a neck knife, you want to know that the knife is small enough so that you can carry it and conceal it at the same time. You don't want other people to know you're carrying a knife. In an attack situation, God forbid, the element of surprise is going to be your biggest friend, an ally. So what you want is you want the knife to be concealable, and this knife certainly fits that bill. It's small enough, but still large enough to be useful in any situation. And something that goes along right with that is grip, and that brings us to point number 3. Because the knife is small, and most men, even ladies, have a hand that's probably a little bit too large for the knife, you need some mechanism by which to secure this knife in your hand. As far as I'm concerned, and I've looked at many different knives, I chose this one, and I like this one because it's got the finger hole here, so that gives you a very secure point. It's got jumping over here for your thumb. It's got a nice curve here where you can stick your finger. Very, very secure indeed. And that brings me to the 4th point, which is versatility. From a self-defense point of view, this knife works very, very well. It can also be carried like this or held like this for self-defense. But significantly, it's also versatile in that it's a very good utility knife. I often use it, and I use this jumping over here for cutting, and I find it works very, very well. So guys, on my 4 points, I'm now going to rate this knife out of 10 for each. Starting with materials used, I would say overall, considering the materials used for the sheath, the blade and the handle, I'd rate this knife 7. For size, I'd rate this knife a 9. For grip, I'd rate it a 9. And for versatility, I'd rate it an 8. So that gives us 33 out of 40. A very, very good rating for this superb neck knife. Please, I welcome any suggestions and comments. You're welcome to email me. My email address is very simply neckknifereviews with an S at the end, all one word, @gmail.com. Stick around, I'll be coming to your neighborhood soon again. Thanks.